Dear friends, in this video I am going to discuss what are the tips or what are the various tips to write a scientific paper. So writing tips are very much useful for the upcoming researchers and how to use active and active voices, passive voices, and where the past tense should be used, right? So most of the papers, those who studied literature, English literature, they follow these things, passive and active voices, and grammatically sound. They are grammatically sound. But somebody is studying their own languages, and recently they are concentrating on English means there will be errors in the writing, especially the beginners. That is why, on the other video I told you, isn't it? So before directly going to a research paper, first you have to write the articles. So before running, you should walk. You learn to walk. So you write the articles, whether it is scientific or non-scientific, doesn't matter. But learn to write. Then it will be gone through for some experts. You just accept their criticisms, comments in right speed. Accordingly, you have to modify. Then you start writing scientific papers in publish in very standard scientific journals. Now, in this video, I am going to give some of the writing tips. Active versus passive voices. The active voice emphasizes the performer of the action. The active voice is direct, clear, and concise. The reader knows who is responsible for the action. Example: Smith et al. Investigated the relationship. We have analyzed the results. The passive voice, in contrast, emphasize the receiver of the action. The passive voice is and can weak, awkward, and wordy. Example: the relationship was investigated by Smith et al. The results have been analyzed by us. Active: the mouse consumed oxygen at a higher rate. Passive voice: oxygen was consumed by the mouse at a higher rate. The clarity and the effectiveness of your writing will improve dramatically as you increase the use of the active voice. Using tenses in scientific writing, that is very important. Tenses are very important, and which tense should be suitable for which section, that you should know. Abstract: this usually refers to your unpublished results and use the past tenses. You write this abstract, you write the abstract in past tense. And methodology: past tense to describe what was done. In your methods section, it is customary to use a form of the simple past tense to describe what you did in your study. So methodology should be in past tense because already you have completed. The results, it should be mostly in past tenses. Past tense for results obtained. In the results section, use the past tense to detail the results you obtained. Present tense to refer to figures, tables, and graphs. So mostly you have to write past tenses when you display results, but in figures and tables, mostly it should be in present tense. Then discussion part: present tense to explain significance of results, past tense to summarize findings, with present tense to interpret results. So you have to know In discussion, you have to use all tenses: present tense, past tense, and future, and present tense and past tenses. And you should know where it appropriately used. Present tense to explain significance of the result, past tense to summarize the findings, with present tense to interpret results. Then conclusion, a combination of tenses to highlight past research and future directions. Although the study found evidence of further studies are therefore necessary to determine the effect of dash on dash. So these are the some of the tips I have given. You just follow the tips, and you have to use active and passive voices appropriately, as well as the tenses. So we have different sections starting from introduction, starting from title. Many things are there, isn't it? So accordingly, you have to use your tenses for better for betterment of your paper. Thank you very much.